Hello, welcome everybody to our press conference with our head coach Vladimir Petkovic. And I would say we start directly with the questions. Who wants to start? Please raise your virtual hand. Whoever wants to ask a question. Benjamin Steffen. We can hear you. Hello, Vlado. Yesterday you talked about this book that you wanted to write, the first page. What is written on this first or maybe second 2-3 pages actually? Well, the next pages. Bad quality. I'm sorry, it's a bad quality. I can't hear anything. Unfortunately, technical problems. I can't hear anything. Next question, please. Please raise your hand. Whoever wants to ask a question. So, Christian Fink, please. Hello, can you hear me? Christian, we hear you. Please. Mr. Petkovic, how do you explain the phase after you scored the opener? How do you explain yourself the 20 minutes between the opener and the equalizer? Why did the match change? Well, I don't think that the match changed. Wales didn't have any opportunities, but we just didn't benefit or take advantage of our free kicks that we had the opportunities. We were a little bit more passive, that's true, but this is not only our fault, because Wales then, of course, they had to risk more. They had to pull out and put in a stronger performance, and this can happen, of course, then. But we then got back into the match, actually, and as I said before, in this period of time, I would like to have them push more forward, my team. It's easy to say or to explain, actually, but also our opponent had showed some excellent qualities, which we saw today. Next question. Thomas Schifferle, please. Thomas, we can't hear you. Well, then again, Christian. Christian Brecker, please. Mr. Petkovic. Substitution of Xherdan Shaqiri. You lost a little of your stability. Will you or would you substitute him or take him off the pitch again? Well, yes, I think so. One reason actually was it wasn't the quality of Xherdan. He showed a good performance. But I also thought about the next matches where we need him, and I wanted to, be more stable in midfield, actually, create more stability in midfield, where we normally should have put up more our number 8s. That's what we did in second half, and that's why we became more dangerous, actually. Next question, Benjamin Steffen again. Let's try it. This computer. So, Vlado, what do you think? The starting situation now after Italy won 3-0, your draw, how do you see your situation? Well, what we knew from the start, or we have known from the start, it's an embattled, even group. Italy is the clear favorite, actually, in this group. And we know that we have to show good performance in the next matches, next 2. We have to improve, be better. And if we create opportunities, we have to be more clinical. It's nothing we lost here. We haven't lost any gap maybe to the other teams. We haven't lost opportunities. We're still in this group. They have to play Turkey, Wales, and we will try to get points against Italy. Massimo Solari, please.
Speaking of Italy, given their performance against Turkey, do you think you'll approach the game in the same way as you did against Wales, or will you try and tweak your tactics slightly, and your personnel indeed? I still need to weigh that one up. But certainly we're not going to stray too far away from our footballing philosophy, from our style of play. We want to go out against Italy and play without any fear. We don't want to afford them too much space. And we want to do just as we have done up until now. It will be a slightly different match because the opposition are different. But in some ways, it might actually become slightly easier for us to play our football against Italy and to come up with certain movements. Because certainly in the first half against Wales today, based on the way the opposition set up, it was actually quite difficult because they're very stubborn, they're willing to fight for every ball over the course of 90 plus minutes.
Benjamin, please. I would like to ask, you're pretty optimistic. Do you have to see it like this? Or after what you saw in your team today with Granit Xhaka, for example, are you maybe a little bit surprised that you haven't won at the end this match today? Well, our opponent was surprised as well. We tried to win this match, but at the end it was a draw. Over 75 minutes, we did everything actually to get the victory, but we weren't clinical enough. As I said before, we didn't take advantage of the chances we created. But this is the European Championships. There are no teams which is or can be seen as an underdog. So every time you have to show on the pitch your qualities and you have to deserve a victory. We're not happy about this draw, obviously, but we take this 1 point and trying to win more points than the next 2 matches. Now, Thomas, you had 18 shots on target. Or shots, and only 4 on goal. So what does this tell you? the stat. Well, we had problems before. We're not clinical enough, missing precision, the will to score and put the ball behind the net. It was like 12 on target, but not on, or it was 18 actually. But there were 4 or 5 which were or past the goal close, and we could have achieved a better result, that's for sure. But we have to believe in us. We have to try and try and try again. Trying to, be more clinical. Then Sebastian Rieder, please. Sebastian, please. Mr. Petković. Sorry, I missed the start. What happened after the goal with the team mentally? Well, I said before already that our opponent, they risked more. They had to risk more. We maybe let down about 10%. We wanted to control the match maybe too much. But they were dangerous here and there, and that's why at the end it went like that. No more questions? Then thank you very much. And have new expectations for the new match. Have a nice evening, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks.